Hello everyone, Peter here, Piotr Pritzner. Guys, so before we will fight for the right to the repair, I would like to say that something came. I'm curious what's in it. We don't know. Oh! Fragile. Let's see if it's fragile or it's not. Maybe finally the buffer came to get rid of that Xbox which is lying here for like ages. Maybe this. And recover my Aerosmith Get a Grip, because that would be nice, because Get a Grip doesn't grip anymore. What? Okay. That's a supplement. That's to my wife, that's not nothing to fix. So we're waiting, we've got nothing to do. I can say, honey, got something for you. I'll pause, I'll drop it off to her. Okay, I'm back. Let's put this baby away. And let's talk what we've got today to do. So, we can't use DSLR camera because it needs a charge. I thought the battery is charged and I need to order another battery. I can spend a few quid, it's not that I can't spend a few quid, but I just wanted to wait for now. But I'm thinking maybe I could buy two batteries, you know, one will charge, second will be in use. I need to just sit on it, think about it. So the other day we had a laptop, unbranded laptop, no model, no anything. We had a short on the power rail, which is supposed to send the current through 6 vias, and these 6 vias should supply us KBC, which then switch on the, you know, all the components, yes, in the shortest possible explanation to not overcomplicate it, yes. So unfortunately, at the place where the vias are, to go somewhere, it's shorted to the ground. So even though I was trying to find it, it's no sense, and there's nowhere else it's a short, so literally I can't verify it properly. I would have to spend more time to see, you know, each power rail which has short or maybe different resistance and compare it, yes, or on a micro resistance which I don't have on this meter, so I would have to build few components, you know, to do it, then use the micro resistance type of detection, or supply every power rail with a proper voltage and see if something will be heating, let's say, yes, or maybe the vias will be heating, who knows. So yeah, so it would be more time consuming, not worth for the customer, not worth for myself, because the value of that laptop is peanuts. Customer knows that he was tinkering with a power supply, and he was trying to build another power supply out of the old one, because old one was faulty but the plug was good, or the opposite way, and so he tried to, you know, be a technician. Unfortunately, he is not sure if he's caused the damage or not, but that's a common sense to think that the change of this power supply, it's only 1 day after that this happened, so might be the case that customer caused that, but we don't know, we can't assume, yes, to not make idiots from myself. So he brought in 2 laptops. One, it's an old HP, really old, with Vista on it, and second is EGL. Okay, so now you get a full story. Plus he brought in some chargers, whatever they are. Customer wanted to give me this and give me that one as well, but I said, look, I've got enough of those laptops at home. I don't want to sell it if it's yours and we can fix something. Let's fix it and you can keep one and I can keep then the rest. If there will be no value in what you want to give me, then you can pay something extra for my work. If there will be value, maybe we can talk it through. This way, customer won't have to buy another hardware, yes? So this is really old. We can neglect this HP. Maybe we will do it at another time, or maybe we will see. But it does remind me about Core Asus I've got, yes? So that's Core to do or something I've got, and there's like 4 gig of RAM or something. So it's not a big one, not a great one, but it's it is what it is, yes. And for a light work might still serve. But we've got a customer's more newer model than the other old HP. So let's see what it is here. Yes, it's some EGL. Don't know really what it is. I have to blur the pin so that you can't see the pin. So it's nothing too fancy because I don't want you to see the pin. And here it's written. Unfortunately, we don't have a DSLR, so it's a Gianni UK Ltd, made in China, model 24582840. Yeah. But what's happening is that this laptop boots up. This laptop is working. Only the problem is here. Problem number 1. Problem number 2 is these hinges. Yes, hinges are just bonkers. These are faulty. Last problem is the keyboard. Some of the keys are working, some of the keys don't. So the question is it worth to fix? Because if we will fix the power and that will boot up properly, look at the screen here. I don't know if you can see it. It's popping out. Yes. So we need to take this off, see what the condition is of those hinges. If we can somehow improve it, brilliant. If we can't, is it worth doing the next repairs? Okay. Or have another approach. Try to put this together, like the best possible way. And neglect the hinges for now. We don't know where the fault is. Is it here? Yes. Or is it here? We don't know. Or is it here and here? Because if in both places it's faulty, then it's a double problem. Now what we could do is we could put it into different enclosure. Okay. So even if we can't fix it the way it is, we can put it and make it just different. Yes, make it just different. Make it like a desktop. Yes, rather than have it as a laptop. So that's these options we have. Now I'll wipe it off. I don't have my brush here. I was only fixing a Hoover yesterday. I didn't fix anything, too fancy. I'll pause and I'll unscrew all the screws here because there is no value for you. We can only unscrew these two together to see if under this is a RAM or is it a M2 memory. Just, for the curiosity, to kill the curiosity, because that's something which always interesting. Okay, so it's an empty slot looking like for M2 memory. It's not even no hard drive even inside, so it is what it is. Okay, so I'll pause and I'll get back to you once I'm done with them. Okay, so now I can confirm. I can see that this laptop looks like it's how to say not shock proof. but it was after some accident. Some of the screws went out easily, some of the screws don't want to go out, so it's 2 or 3 screws were really, you know, like stubborn. Okay, now it's going. And what else do we have? That's all. Here is 1, here is 2, here is 3. So 3 screws. Try to okay. So this one went at the end. This one. Okay, so we got one last screw, which is here at this corner, and that's us. Okay, so we got Houston's got a problem. This doesn't want to go out. So what can we do? Yes, no. What can we do to make it better? Now there are several ways, okay? Because this is looking like it's already unscrewed, it's just holding. That's what I meant about the shock absorbers. It's for real a pain for us, but if we will keep on going and open this laptop, we might be good. You know, as always, I prefer to use nails than anything else as my pry tool. And see how it will go. If that screw will be left on its own, then we can see if this will pop out or it won't pop out. Okay, cool. We've got 3/4 done. And just this last bit here. Can we do it with only nails? Or do we have to use something extra? Okay. Now is the last bit where the screw is. So what we can do is we can lift up this corner and try to slowly but steadily unscrew it, okay? And see what will happen. This is not going anywhere. Now it's turning. Ouch. That's a problem. So we need to have some prying tool here. Okay. Now while lifting it, we can try to unscrew it. Now if it doesn't help, move a bit. So on the other side here, it's, believe me, this fits here, and this doesn't turn. Maybe I can, in this case, I can find something thicker. Something a bit thicker. That will be too thick, probably. Oh no, that's actually okay. Okay, and it's going now. So it did turn on the sides, you see, so you need to be careful how you pick the screwdriver even. That's a good advice for you. Put it aside. Whoa, look guys, that's a nice nice incentive from this company. That's one of the largest batteries I've seen when it's come to the surface, because that's 5000 milliamperes and that's 7.4 volts, so that's 37 watt hours. That's a really, you know, like comparing to others, many others I've seen, it's really quite big. Now I see that the place for the M2 is here, so now it has some integrated SSD probably, and here, you know, it's an opportunity to expand it, so that's a good thing actually, you know, that's a good thing. Let's put these things away. Oh, shiny one. And now see, we need to go. Oh, that's unfixable keyboard. Well, it is fixable, but it is a problem because it's one of these keyboards which is which has pins. Mac can have them, even aluminium one. I was doing way back. I was doing Asus tough laptop. I was opening these. Some of the keys are not working, so the only way to fix this keyboard is by removing all of those pimples, those pink pimples, and you know, and just trying to clean it, wipe it, you know, make it working back. So it's like rejuvenating process. Yes. So the first thing what you do, if you know that you can, is disconnect the battery. Okay. Never do anything here. If you're not sure, don't do anything, but I mean, if you know what you want to do, if it's possible, disconnect the battery. You'll avoid yourself tons of trouble, like literally. And take a photo, which I didn't, by the way. And I'll tell you the story now. Yesterday, I had a customer. Oh, okay, one customer is writing actually. Okay. So yesterday was a Sunday, and on Sunday I'm showing on the website that I'm working during the day, because some of the people I know, they work during the week and they count. Here, get a photo. It's fine. I had to zoom in, and that's why it took me a bit longer. So yeah, so I'm putting for people, you know, I don't care, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, whatever. Yes, I'm working from home. Sometimes I can have off during the week, whereas people have to go to work, you know, when the boss is saying to them. Yes, I can work when people are bringing in stuff, and either I can say I can sit on it straight away, or I can prioritize. Yes, and I can just manage my time better than I would at job. Yes. Whoa. Whereas people don't have this choice most of the time. They are stuck to whatever their life is. Yes. So in that case, I'm no fuss. You know, when somebody is coming and they need a help, I can help. So my regular customer, you can say, here locally, she lives close by, on the same area where I stay. That's nicely glued. She texted me if I can look into her Hoover, and I said, well, wide appliances stuff, you know, I'm not, most of the time I don't do it. Yes, but she said, it's looking like only the cable, because it was sparkling in that area where the cable is. So, and then it stopped working. So I said, okay, well, I got no reason to not trust this person, because sometimes customers come in and, oh yeah, it is this, and it turns out that it's completely not the fault. Or yeah, it's just a switch, yes, and then it turns out the whole laptop have a short circuit, and I can't fix it because we've got no schematics, no anything. Yes, I'm referring to the one which I've showed you at the very start. Nicely glued, by the way. Glued really nicely. Oh, okay, that's an odd one. So it's not glued on the surface, it's, you'll see it's glued only in the bars, lines. And so I did help her, and she went home, you know, with working Hoover. It turns out to be the cable. Only I've done one basic mistake. If I can have it without destroying the battery, that would be nice. Stubborn one. Now you don't see what I'm doing. I'm literally lifting up so that I know it's pulling the glue rather than destroying the battery. Okay. So it's not ideal. Yes, it's not ideal. Oh, that's what I meant. See those things. Now the back of it. Yes. Another one. Okay. So here are those small thingies, which is fine. If they want to stay on it, they can, but I'm taking them anyway, to be true. And why I'm taking them? Because I want to take out everything, literally. So now the choice will be I don't see any issues with hinges on this side, so it is a fault on the other side. So as a recommendation for this customer, I'd say either make it as a PC, yes, with a battery on top of that. Plus we've got a screen, we've got everything, so only connect keyboard, connect mouse. Make it useful back again, if customer has a space for this. Okay, I can take another photo because here is underneath the battery, so okay, so another customer will be at 1830, but this one we wanna remote for LG Smart TV. Yeah, that's good enough. Another photo. And so he will just come, take it. That's it. Show. Here, another one. Okay. Now, I don't like these micro connectors. They can be so dodgy, you've got no idea. Oh, this one went out. That's okay. That's a good thing. That's a relief, to be true. And now we need to go to here. Oh. Okay. Now we've got this off the way. Yes. Now there are two choices you can do here. Either you can leave it as is, okay, or you can just unscrew some screws, 1, 2, 1, and I don't know if this has 2, but it doesn't move. So the question is why this doesn't move, because it's screwed in or because it's glued in. Yes, because that can be the case as well. So if it's glued in, yes, it's looking like it's glued in. So now the question is, are you able to work with it without this disturbing you? I'd say no. You need to have a comfort, and to have a comfort it's better to get rid of everything what's standing your way. And anything which is loose can make you a problem. Okay, so that's one. And now 2 screws here in the corners. Don't know if this one is glued as well, no idea. Why here? Because it's a magnet, it's a speaker. Yes? So that's why I've placed it here, because it's a speaker. Oh, no, it's glued as well. Okay, so you get it. And now we can put it away as well. So now we get surface to work, a bit safer surface to work, yes? This is unnecessary here. This can go out. Now the question is, what's the problem with this, that it's not connecting? Is it the keyboard? Or maybe it's not a keyboard, maybe it's just the connection, yes? Oh, it's glued or something here? It is glued. Okay, so now each pressing of the key here on this should make us a beep, because this doesn't go through any electronics or anything. So what we could do is we could make several click tests. Okay, so now what we can do is we can support this surface here somehow, that it will be like that, and then we can try with a multimeter here to see if we can get any beeps. So first thing first is to put something on. This is nice, this is soft, this won't damage anything. Next we can get the meter, which you can't see, but it is what it is. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I'll switch it on. Well, actually you don't need it, because beep is beep, you'll hear it, and it's a diode mode. You need to open this meter finally. Yesterday it was my pain as well. When I was changing the battery, I think something disconnected, or I don't know. You see, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I need to really open it, and here when I'm pressing, it's fine. You see, you can't work with your stuff. I've got some old meter, but this is even older than that one, and I just need to open it and get it sorted. Anyways, so now it's a problem, because we need to have like, we need to test how to test now. Okay, so it was showing some ohms, but it didn't beep. Not that lucky yet. Maybe through the connector will be easier, because it would be better to check pin after pin. Oh, okay, so it's not going to 0, it's going to 188 millivolts. Okay, so in the ohms settings, will we see anything? No. 200, no. 2 mega ohms. Oh, we had 003. That's growing. Pressing, that's 0. Okay, so it's not mega, it's kilo ohms. That's how you can test it. I need to pause this work. I need to go. So you see, so we get only like in kilo ohms resistance, because what I'm doing is that's a connector to the keyboard here, and I'm trying to find which key is which. Yes, so it will take me a wee while before finding out, but then I'll have to verify what's wrong. Yeah, 15 kilo ohms. Okay guys, that will be time consuming. I'm not sure if it's worth your time, but the general idea is that we got a keyboard connector here. Yes, so now this connector connects all the keys inside. Now the only problem is that we don't know. Yes, we don't know, is it worth to remove the keyboard? If it's worth to remove the keyboard and we can fix it, then we will have a struggle time because of those pins. So we've got those two choices: either make it a portable PC, like just make it a PC, you know, create it an enclosure for it and neglect those hinges, neglect, you know, everything, just use some casing for it, because then we don't care about hinges. That's the first problem. Two, we don't care about the keyboard because we can attach just a regular keyboard to it on the USB, which is a low cost. You can get them really cheap, and a mouse. Yes, so I'll ask customer if customer wants it. Yes, because if customer wants it, I won't be spending my time on this keyboard. Yes, I will just spend my time on fixing, like mounting it properly. Yes, mounting it properly, so that here is a main board. This main board has some connectors, and making some casing for this from anything I can find, rather than, you know, even mounting it behind the screen. Yes, for the customer in some casing, rather than worrying about anything. That's a poor quality laptop. It doesn't have even a fan. So what we could do an upgrade and mount a small laptop fan for it, so then it wouldn't overheat as well. So that would be nice incentive to this laptop. But for now I need to pause and I need to ask customer if he rather, you know, do whatever it takes to fix it, or just to simply say make it a portable PC. Yes, by using the screen, by attaching the main board at the back, and by attaching just a regular keyboard and a mouse. In that case, I got no issues, and I can only focus then on the power port, which is here. Is this power port somewhere? Oh, here. Which is looking really bad, by the way. Ooh, yeah, that went off. So we can dig that in, replace it with something else. That's the culprit. Yes. So anyways, we know what to do. We need to ask customer, and that's the end of the part 1. Guys, fight for our right to repair. Yes? .uk. And see you in the next video. Ta-da.